you're going to put the president of a company on the phone with me? And I'm like, yeah, like, no one's ever done this before. Like, we can't, if we fill out an application and just send it in, the underwriting department's going to go, huh? What? No, we're not doing, forget it. You've got to really, you've got to get the C-suite involved. And that's one of the things, because I've been doing payment processing for 25 years, started this company in 2001. Right. And, when I told Alex, I said, yeah, we're going to, you're going to have a meeting with the president of the credit card company. And I put the president of the credit card company on a Zoom call with Alex. I'm sure he was. I hope your team was impressed. Like, you guys got to talk to them.
Well, I can tell you this, in the 20 to 25 previous applications that we had put in, it was, most people were the first line of defense, the second line of defense. Maybe you get past that, and the second person in some room who you never get a chance to talk to is like, no, we're not doing that. And, you're filling these applications out endlessly. You just get to a point where you're going, why is it I can go to the farmer's market and swipe a credit card under somebody's tent, but I can't get a credit card processing online for a multi-million-dollar invested startup? And so when you came on board and said, oh, we're going to meet with the president, in our very first meeting, I was like, oh, this is very real. And it was nice to be able to go back to my investors and say, hey, I've got a phone call with the president of the bank out of the gates. And I think this was very real.
Yeah, because it's important when you're going that route. I mean, I had another client a couple of years ago that contacted me. They watched the podcast and reached out to me. And I said, oh yeah, we're going to put someone from this bank on the call, the CEO or the COO is going to be on the Zoom call. And the guy told me he thought we're having the Zoom meeting, and during the Zoom meeting, I'm getting texts. And I look at the text, and the guy said, I thought you were full of it. Because, wow, you guys really you came through. And they were having the meeting with, they were having a meeting with the president. They were having a meeting with the CEO and the COO of a bank. And I was like, listen, there's no other way to get your deal done, because this has never been done before, and that's what it takes.
It was even a little further than that. And this was something I went back and immediately told my investment group. It was not only were we having the conversation with the president of the bank, and it wasn't just like, sell me on the idea. It was, okay, if you want to do this, these are the following things we suggest you do in your application. And I mean, that's candidly, that's the next level stuff, right? Because at this point, they're asking you to buy, and they have interest, and they're giving you the best possible route to success. And if you're a startup, you don't often get that type of level of engagement. I mean, usually it's like you're trying to beat the door down over and over again and get the concept across. But when you have the president actually telling you, hey, I'm interested, but you have to do the following things to get me on board, that was very helpful.